the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcaster.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett with a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Kaiser now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
That's how you pick up a 1st down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the 1st down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Fighting his way through contact and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. As his guys...
Here we go. Here's the outlaw. Here's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm trying to collect. 52.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Kaiser just getting the play off. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mike 5-4. Let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Pick it up. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 32-yard line.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. From the 22, Kaiser, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it. start the third quarter here on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. The tight end, Rhett Ellison with it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Under 10, 10. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Get it on, rest. Good. Back 2 is the mic. Mike back 2, Mike back 2. Hey, come on now, come on now. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Right back to him on first down. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Set, ready. Chance, let's go. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
On the set. My boy, over. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Switch. Get the set. Put it. Half. Get. Hey, turn it up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check. Fresno. Any weapon. We got double.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, there it is. Now they try the right side here. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Watch twins.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And to give this time to the tailback.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win. Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. They'll come out in the pistol. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. To throw, Kaiser. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense. They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work. That's called being in the zone. So for the Giants, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.